A guy named Jack had sad loss in his family. His grandmother suddenly died, and he wanted to fly to the funeral, which was almost immediate. And he starts shopping for airfare. And there's something that used to be very common that is very rare today called bereavement fares. And some airlines still offer bereavement fares where if you can provide documentation that there's a medical emergency in your family of a particular close relative or a death of a close relative, the airline will give you a discount on a last-minute ticket called a bereavement fare. So Jack's grandmom passes away. He wants to fly to the funeral, shops around, and the best airfare, the funeral was in Canada, the best airfare to get to it that he found using a bereavement fare was Air Canada. Well, how did he find the bereavement fare and the rules for it? Air Canada has an AI chatbot on its website. And you see these at different websites now. I mean, imagine trying to get through that chatbot on Amazon. Oh my goodness. There should be smarter programmers there. But anyway, I digress. So he asked the chatbot how to qualify for a bereavement fare and is doing the chat and all that. And it says, okay, so within 90 days of, you buy the ticket, the last minute ticket, within 90 days, file the proof of the bereavement, and we will refund you. In his case, it was like $600 or whatever. And so Jack gets home from the funeral, submits the paperwork to Air Canada, and Air Canada tells him to pound sand, that bereavement fares have to be qualified for in advance, and that's it. So then he writes back to Air Canada, customer no service, and provides a copy, because he printed out the chat just in case anything happened. And Air Canada said, oh, we don't care. Yeah, so the chat did another crazy thing today, didn't it? Oh, that AI stuff. And didn't give him back the money. So he did the smart thing. He sued them in small claims court, where the judge said, oh, this is so funny. Air Canada's hired gun lawyers said, the chatbot is a separate corporate entity, and Air Canada is not responsible for the chatbot, which the judge then said, oh, aren't you people funny? And ruled for Jack and gave Jack the money back. Air Canada, in response later, their media spokespeople, because they got deluged with media from around the world because it was such an unusual thing that they were trying to claim they weren't responsible for their own chatbot on their own website. First picked up by tech blogs, and then it got in the general media, TV, the whole bit. Air Canada was defiant to the end. And I mean, I just can't believe the corporate statements they put out. Where do they get these corporate spokespeople? But anyway, the point is, and this is something you're going to see again and again, AI is a fun tool at this point, but not an accurate one. I mean, you look at, if you use Google and you have the Google AI stuff feeding back responses to your inquiries, they are, as they are in many other places, they're very inaccurate. The results you're getting back, not accurate. And scamsters are learning how to manipulate the results coming at search engines. So this is something that's so much buzz about. And AI will have a lot of good things about it and bad things about it. Just know that in the information space, AI is not close to ready, and you cannot rely upon it, as Jack found out. But he did get his money back.
And our Consumer Action Center wanted to make sure that you mentioned that when you Google a company's name, like looking for their phone number, you definitely should not trust that.
Never. This is a never rule. Never Google a company's phone number, because those results are wrong. I don't know if it's 100% of the time or 99% of the time. You are going to have scamsters who pop up, who figured out how to manipulate search results, and the phone numbers there take you directly to scammers, not the company you're trying to reach. Go to the website of a company itself and they try to hide their phone numbers, but you should be able to find them. It was some work. And then you call them, but never trust a phone number from any search, ever, not ever.